And how you doing? My name is the great Jacen Havik. Now the reason why I say the great Jacen Havik because you understand we're all about getting through dramatics. We are acrobatic in everything we learn, everything we do. We understand that a lot of things are wrong, so they have to reposition themselves to get in the right era of state of mind. Now, I had to learn a lot of things about self-care, self-treatment, and do not listen to people when they say you are defeated. A defeated man is a wise man, but a wise man understands the rebuilding of a very, very potent master plan. Alright? So, with a lot of things I've come to understand is that cleanliness is next to godliness. And the reason why for this is keep your soul clean. Soul is silver, heart of gold, mind of diamond. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm gonna say it a different way. You understand how we play. Now I'm going to be practicing a lot of different things from Jacen from practicing CQC, from practicing my health diet, from practicing my workouts, from practicing my professional wrestling. I'm doing all this really to not just for like imageries of my own mind and my own ego, but truly I do not rock with just the ego of other people. I understand that my ego also rolls along with my vitality, because I understand it's the spirit of competition. So I have a really well developed ego. You understand? So I'm a very evolved person. I have hit Phoenix mode a lot, and the Phoenix mode that I go into is normally very well grounded. I do not believe in revenge. I do not believe in the art of going against what you had to uphold in integrity. People always try to root themselves into your mind and try to ground you, but you understand some things are not stable ground. You understand? If you take the higher ground like a Jedi or like Obi-Wan Kenobi, you gotta understand something right now. I mean, you owe me. Remember, Anakin was still there screaming. He could have finished the job. Remember that. Now, I have gone through these phases before, but I had to understand that when I'm entering my Zeus phase or my Jupiter phase, I have to be very, very mindful on how I look. Mindful but not stressful. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to be doing some cool stuff, from like even hair care to physical fitness to understanding that hey, black is very beautiful. It is. The melanin is very nice, and it's really nice to see that your skin is very healthy, regardless of anybody's opinion. Opinion is like an asshole. Everyone has one, but I have never done anything. I don't like saying it, but I have never used no one else's asshole. You know what I'm saying? And you'll notice things like this, like even stuff like that. I started understanding my smile. You know. Excuse me, just waking up. But waking up is not bad if you wake up to the right things, right sounds. I learned through animals patience, because an animal will be patient. A cat won't, because a cat already knows their routine. A dog will wait. A dog is very loyal and patient. A dog will starve just to wait for his owner to return. And that makes me proud because you understand Scruffy inside Future wrong. He waited all that time for it, you know. And you know the robot, the one who messed it all damn up because of jealousy. Nah, that's very interesting in its own state. But as we continue this kind of virtual reality, and you understand I have different things from my mixed martial arts bags. Sometimes you gotta wear a cup because you know you don't want your ding ding to get kicked. But sometimes you don't want to keep your dick shielded. Excuse how I said that. Excuse me. Because you know what I'm saying. It's all about being mindful. Keep your mind full, not the stress or stressful. You're just saying that it's gonna make me $1 million someday. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Shout out to a couple of people. I don't like to give shout outs, but shout out to like Dolo the Pilot Man, who honestly has been a very, very big inspiration to understanding how to do many of these things. I feel nervous giving out comments and shout outs because you understand I don't want nobody to think I'm stealing their energy, because I don't want them to think bad about me. But so tell you know. But this is for me to build up in a way that makes you feel good, you know. But, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the real, you know what I'm saying, the true who understand stay true and stay you. Understand? Alright, to few people who do handle spirituality, to a few people who understand nature, to a few people who understand who I am. I'm a numerology 8, so with that, I understand hard work. I've always worked hard. I've been working since I was a teenager. So I understand putting your best foot forward, and understand that many times people consider toxic to you. It's just toxic for them because they're too stressed about it. It's called dictatorship. Now, dictatorship is a tyranny, a tyrannosaur, tyrannosaur, that's a Pokemon, or a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You know what I'm saying? It has short arms. Yeah. All that weird stuff, you feel me? There's a word I was looking up also earlier that had to do with tyrannic. Now, tyrannic falls in the line of irony for me, because tyrannic means you're amateur at what you do. Now, most people understand that all the people are amateurs. Just like when you saw Chris Rock say that in Head of State. One of my favorite movies, he was dating a woman that was a very 8. Like, I always kept a job, understand the importance of one. I always keep a job, I always keep work. Some way, shape, or form. I have a lot of good karma, so I understand the affinity behind it. So to affirm that this is going to be a great start, but also a continuation, is to understand chaos itself. I am very chaotic, but understand chaos is not something to be feared. Chaos is to be formed into order. Understand that? So as a Cancer, and that's hard for me to say because many people have an opinion about cancers, but they do not understand cancers from their own situation, because a Cancer with a broken home is different from a Cancer that understands a home. You understand? It's going to be great to be able to speak to y'all, communicate, feedback. Understand that I do listen to opinions, but I do also understand an opinion. Sometimes it's like an onion. When you peel it back, it just makes you cry. Anybody who just wants to see you cry is just a bad person. So let that kind of shit kind of build up and just cry. Let it all out. Not in anger, exposure, unless you're doing it in some kind of form of martial arts or some kind of things like that. I might get, I'll be honest, I'm getting into weaponry, different things like that, and become a real true a symbol or icon or something like that. A king. Remember the word con. Understand conversation. Understand all these things converse. I wear Converse. I love my Converse. Now I'm going to get me a new pair, because it's to be a king. You're going to see a very great metamorphosis and transformation from what I thought was the rock bottom. And I understand that this is a great home. It is a great, great, great honor to have such a home and house. You know, I like to live very tribal-like and Indian-like, so I like to be around family. Now, that would become a talk too, because that's not hard for me to speak about. Family is usually who treats you well. Remember that. Live long and prosper. I'm a Trekkie low-key, but I'm not a Trekkie. You understand? I mean, I'm not what would be considered a conformist, but I don't consider that a conformist. You understand what you like? I like to move boomerang. So, we're going to do some cool stuff. Get really very dynamic in how we approach everything, and we're going to start using green screens more. I have a green screen that I'm going to be using. It's going to be really, really fun to work alongside people who use their Creative Commons, who use their copyrights, who use a lot of things where they want to do good business, because I believe good business over all business. Bad business means you have to do some bad voodoo. I do not do bad voodoo. Life is magical, so life is amazing. I see so many things that are amazing. I'm out here steady chasing, you know, which would be a double entendre. I'm chasing my liquor. for that award. But it's gonna be great. Shout out to many people who give me a great affinity for affirmation to keep going, because your dreams never stop. Dream are considered, and it's good to pass on. Do not pass over when you know your life ain't over. That's how we do this.